You will, because I'm connected to that computer. Yeah, so we'll be good. So welcome to your restorative practice. And I'm really, really honored to be sharing this practice with you. Thank you so much. So for anybody who happens to watch this video, this is my mom, and we basically constitute an extended household. We're a COVID bubble, so for that reason, we won't be wearing masks. I'll probably still try to keep a little bit of distance since my children do go to school, but we're a bubble. So I know this is your first journey into restorative yoga. So restorative yoga is more about being than doing. So what we do is we set ourselves up into a pose. We use props because we're trying to minimize sensation. So today we're going to be using the wall as our main prop. You will experience a little bit more sensation, most likely using the wall, but I wanted to do that one because we're going to progress to more and more and more gentle as we do our series, but also because this is easier to duplicate at home without a full set of props. So we'll start with the wall. Our practice will be roughly about 50 minutes once we get started, but if I see that you need to stay somewhere a little longer or a little less time, I'll play with that. I won't have us going more than an hour. In terms of, you said you were really tired. As I said, if you fall asleep, because we've discussed it, I will leave just for the briefest of moments because I realized I didn't bring my yoga nidra scripts downstairs, but I will, if you fall asleep, I'll leave you just for a moment. I will go and get my yoga nidra script and I will just perform yoga nidra so you still feel like you got something out of our time together. So today is really all about options, and I truly believe every yoga class should be all about options. It is your practice, so you get to have the autonomy over your body. You know what things feel like. So other than, obviously in restorative yoga, it's not safety isn't really so much an issue, but anytime we practice together, other than safety concerns, I want you to embrace the poses and express them as they feel right to you. So I'll give you options for using props or aligning your body in a certain way, but listen to yourself. In restorative, we aim to take a little time to get into the postures so that then you can hold them for, today we'll be holding for 5 to 10 minutes in a pose. So if something doesn't feel right, yes, ideally we want to hold in stillness, but if something doesn't feel right, adjust. We never ever want to feel pain in any yoga practice. And in restorative, we want to even feel as little sensation as possible. So if you've been in it a few minutes and you're thinking, oh, I shouldn't move, I must stay still, please don't. You can make any minor adjustments you feel called to, or just ask me. The beauty of today is we don't have anyone else in the room. So you don't need to be nonverbal with your cues. You can just say, can you help me? So we can do that. The other thing I would like, obviously we have a window. So during the day, this room is never in full darkness. I will never demand that you close your eyes. That's up to you. So whether you take a soft gaze or you close your eyes, feel into what feels right. And if along the way it doesn't feel right, if your eyes are closed, open them. The same way, if suddenly you're in a pose and it just doesn't feel right, sit up. So, and the same thing for Shavasana. Traditionally, it's taken lying flat on your back, but if that doesn't feel right, there are other options. So, because I know you're not as familiar with yoga, I normally would just guide you through the practice, but I'm going to just quickly show you the poses so that as I'm cueing you, you'll know where we're headed. So don't worry about memorizing the sequence because I'm going to be here to guide you through and help you transition through all the poses, but it's just so that it feels familiar. So the way we start this, it often doesn't look elegant, so don't worry about that for a second. But you'll sit on the side, so you'll sit on, you don't have to do it now, you can just watch, but you'll sit on the left side of your bolster. And we're going to swivel our legs up the wall. So yeah. So a lot of elbow wiggling. And this is something where I know this is a position you do at home. Because we're going to hold it for 10 minutes, you may actually like to have, like you can see I'm on a bit of an angle here. You might actually want to have that little bit of space. It's a little bit more active when we're closer to the walls. It's a little bit tighter on our hamstrings, but that's really up to you. And I can help you wiggle the bolster around. So this is our first pose. It's called Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. Then we'll move to a figure 4. So you'll bend your right leg and you're literally just make a figure 4 with your leg. You have the option to bend into this knee if you want, but again, that creates a lot of sensation. So you might want to just keep a straight leg, but we'll do that on both sides. And then I'm going to show you this on one side because I don't want to hit Buddha. But then we'll do a supine twist. So we will go to both sides, but basically you'll just take your arms out to a T or wherever it feels comfortable. And we'll just let our legs drop. Taking ourselves off the bolster first. That didn't feel quite right. So I can help you slide the bolster out because obviously the less we disturb you during this practice, the more you're able to stay in that parasympathetic response. So what we're trying to do today is trigger that rest and digest, because that's a space where our body can do what it needs to heal itself on every level, physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. So after we've removed that bolster, our legs are just going to come to a twist. I can offer support for your knees if they don't come all the way down to the mat. And then when we've completed that to both sides, then you can just roll over to one side and just slide a little further down your mat. Oh, there's our friend the spider. I don't want to crush him. I'm going to move over a bit because I don't want to crush the spider. And you can just take, I'll lie this way to respect his little life. So you can take Shavasana like this. You can choose to roll to your side. In a fetal position, you might even like to kind of cuddle into your bolster. You can even, if it's more comfortable, you could even take something like a wide-legged child's pose and just relax over the bolsters. Really, whatever you feel called to do in the moment. Okay. So before we start, do you have any questions?
No, I just am excited to get started.
I am too. I know I'm supposed to be calm for
So
restorative, but
take this off?
yes, if that's comfortable. Or actually, you can even put them there if you want. The cats don't go up on there, and I will protect them for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will try playing the music. I'm going to play it quite quietly because if you choose to watch the video and do it at home, sometimes with Zoom, music will become a bit distorted. So I'm going to try have it at a level where you hopefully only really hear it here.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start in Viparita Karani. So you'll come and sit on the left side. Yeah, you've got to do the
whole process.
the sassy swing.
Okay.
And remember,
And why do I do this as opposed to just sitting against the wall and putting my legs up?
part of it is by raising your hips, we are putting you into a slight inversion, and inversions are very calming. And it gives you that benefit. Anytime we get our head below our heart, there's a lot of benefits like for circulation and lymph drainage and all sorts of things like that. If you feel more comfortable right at the wall, we can do that. And I can just take a blanket and fold it so you have a little bit of padding.
That's okay, I'll try.
Try it, see how it feels. Okay. And the reason we do it like this is because if you lie on the ground and kind of, you know, shuffle your way over, it can be kind of jarring to the spine. Okay.
I just like to understand.
Yes. Or no, absolutely.
This way?
Yeah. And then
Oh, no, I pulled
that's
out.
okay. You
Is
can
that
still,
okay?
but at least it's only a slight bump up. There we go.
I need to get up.
There you go. Perfect. And then I'll help you here. That
I'm
is-
slipping off.
That's okay. I know
think
it.
I need maybe that to come back a little bit.
That's okay. And actually, if you want to do it this way, now, do you want to be a bit closer to the wall?
Yes.
For stitching? Okay.
But I slip off. the
Okay.
thing.
Tell you what. Try again, and I'll sit beside you.
Okay, now.
There we go. Beautiful. And then you just lie back. I'll move this so it supports.
I think I maybe need to do it.
Your pants are a little slippy.
Slippery. Let me
Okay.
try it.
Tell you what, because you know what you can also do?
Yeah.
There is another way.
Mhm.
Lie flat.
But I
Be at
can-
the ankle you like, and if you would like to have this under
I see
you,
what you mean now. I'm having to shuffle.
yeah. So
Stay
if you just
close.
scoot your hips up, there we go.
Okay.
How's that? Easier? We can do it this way. Here you go. Since you've got your how's that? A little better position? Okay. All right. So you can close your eyes or take a soft gaze, whatever feels most comfortable. Feel into the ground. Feel into everywhere that your body touches the ground, and feel very held and supported by the earth beneath you. You have the option to have palms down or palms up. If at any time you feel cold, just let me know. I'll cover you with a blanket. Really let the rest of the day fall away. This is your time to connect to your body and to your breath. You may find that thoughts enter your head and let them just pass freely. Same way we let a cloud pass in the sky. If certain thoughts continue to visit you, you can just acknowledge them. You can try labeling them 3 times. So it might be groceries, 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 or laundry, laundry, laundry. And then let it flow without trying to explain or attach story. No judgment. Everything you do here is perfect just as it is. There is no wrong way to do restorative yoga. So rest here. I'll check in with you partway through the pose. Just breathe and let your body start to let go. Feeling any gripping or any tension in your body anywhere. So that. There we go. Just the blanket over there. Just let everything soften. Rise and the fall with your breath. Blanket. And into your right knee. Do you want me to move the blanket for you? I'll cover you up again then, yeah. And you can just take just the softest, just like that perfect flex to the ankle just to protect your knee. So that opening in the hip. If you're feeling too much sensation, you can just bring that knee a little closer towards your body. You have the option if you want to bend into the left knee and slide it down the wall, but be mindful that you don't want to increase your sensation too much. You just want to let go and be. Sure, your right ankle is below your knee, so you're not putting any pressure on your kneecap. And if it starts to feel just too intense, you can always lower your left leg and just place it with your knee bent and the sole of your foot on the ground. Oh, I'm so sorry. It says, okay, if I adjust you a little bit without crushing your hand. Okay. If you bend into your knee, how does it feel? You may not have the space. I'll tell you what. Let's try this. Okay, put your leg up. Lift your hips up for a second. There we go. Is that, is that better? And actually, you just lift up for a second. I'm going to adjust this leg. How's that? Is that better? How's that? There. Okay. Now, if you want, we can even stamp this foot on the ground. You're good? Okay. slowly return your left leg to the wall. Can I help you with the blanket? There we go. Okay. And then would you like to stay on the ground? Okay. So if you now take your left leg and bend it, yeah, place it in that figure four. Just make sure you're not putting any pressure on your kneecap. Okay.
Just above it.
Yeah, like on your thighs.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. That feels better? Okay. Adjustments that you feel you need to stay comfortable. Welcome any messengers that come to you, emotions, feelings, thoughts, memories. Feel where it's occurring in your body. Let it flow. It's all very normal. It's a safe place for you to just let your emotions flow. Here. Leg return to the wall. It's okay to continue. If you take the soles of both feet to the wall, you can bend your knees. And then it's okay if I'm just over here to help you. You can just let them slide towards the right so that they can slide down the wall. There you go. Just roll into your hip. Okay, is that comfortable? Do you want me to unfold this a bit? You're good. Lead into your experience. More comfortable, you can try taking your arms up around shoulder height. You can leave them where they are. Just experiment with what feels better for you and for your neck. Kleenex by your hand in case you want it. Slowly bring your knees back up to center. Just twist to the other side. Move into our final relaxation. So you can choose whatever feels best to you. You can slide back a bit and move into a traditional shavasana on your back, or you can lie on your side. Let go of any tension that might still be remaining in your body. A little space between your arms and your body. You can lie with your palms up if that feels good. You can have some space. You can take your legs as wide as the mat if that feels good, or leave them as they are. You can let your toes relax out to the side. If you're getting sensation from the wall, we can even slide you a little bit further back. Can help move your blanket for you. There you go. Just really let go of any gripping or holding that might remain in the body. Let your eyes, that's okay. Okay. You want the bolster? There you go. You need to get you some water? Okay. Surrender into the hold, the earth beneath you, the connection to our great Earth Mother. Just take these few final moments to rest and to integrate. Deepen your breath. You can make small movements with your fingers and your toes. Start to bring your awareness to the sounds that are in the room. Make any gentle movements that feel right as you reawaken to this moment. It might feel good to bring your knees in towards your chest and give them a little squeeze, or to stretch long. Anything that feels right to you as you reawaken to the moment. Blink your eyes open. When you feel ready, you can push yourself up into a seated position of any type. You can be cross-legged or sitting back on your heels, just when you're ready. You can bring your hands to heart center, bowing to yourself, thanking yourself for taking this time, for coming to the mat, for finding some peace. If you'd like to raise your head, I thank you for sharing your practice with me today. To you, I say namaste. I'm going to return the recording off.